Fresh Start fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is April and this is April's Fresh Start Budgets. Today it is Sip, Sip, Save, Coffee and Cash Stuffing, where we have our Saturday morning coffee and our Saturday morning cash, and we are ready to get saving. So let's get started. All right, Fresh Start fam, after my big mistake last week where I forgot to put $15 into one of my challenges, I decided to divvy up the money. So this is $150 that'll go into my blue binder with all my other sinking funds. And then this is the $150 that I'm going to put into my emergency fund. So I decided to divide the money up a little bit that way I could just keep better track of how I save the money. But how are you guys doing? How is your weekend going so far? I am doing well and my weekend is great because I have my coffee and I have you guys to keep me company on Saturday morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our emergency fund binder. The first thing that we are going to do, as usual, is our 100 envelope challenge. And the way that we are doing this is with these discs where we draw 2 every week and we save the amount that we pull off of our 100 envelope challenge. So let's go ahead and draw our 2 discs. Okay, we have 77 and 98. Wow. Okay, so I don't think I can't do both of those because we have $150, but I could do the 27 if it's available, and it is. And I could also do the 98. So that would eat up a lot of our money because that would be what? $125 in this one, but that would be really cool to be able to get those 2 numbers done. So that would be our second to highest number there. And then 27 is Mr. Junior's lucky number. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the 98 and the 27. Okay, so let me look on the other side of this. Is the 48 still available? It is. Okay, so this one's going back in. And then is the 77 still available? It is. Okay, so this one's going back in. So out of our $150, we're putting 125 into this one. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so that only leaves us $25 to go into our next set of challenges. However, I do think that this amount means that we will be hitting another placeholder in our emergency fund, and that would be so awesome to be able to have another placeholder going into our emergency fund. For every $500 in cash, we replace it with another prop placeholder representing money that's in our high yield savings account. So let's make sure we have 500 before we go pulling out that placeholder. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. Woohoo! We have 500 and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we have 525. I'm actually going to put the singles or the 5s in the bank, and then I'll just keep 20 and 5. All right, so let me go ahead and get a $2,000 placeholder. I am so excited that we get to place a $2,000 placeholder in this challenge already. Okay, I certainly did not think we would be bringing out a $2,000 placeholder until the new year, for sure, 2026 sometime, but it is so cool to be able to do this already. So these are going to come out. This money is going to get deposited into the bank right away. And we are going to put in our $2,025 in there. That's kind of cool. It's the year 2025. That's neat. So we have 2025 of our $5,050 already done. That is absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is going to go into the bank right away. I am so excited about that. That is so awesome. So we have $25. Let's see if we have a paperclip to show where we left off in here. I don't remember if we do. Oh, we do. Okay. So we left off right here at this Roll the Dice challenge from my friend Jerry over at One Frugal Introvert. And the way that we are going to do this is we're going to bring out our dice tower. We are going to roll a dice, and then that is going to be what we mark off. So let's go ahead and roll our dice. Okay, we're going to save 1. So I'm going to move this money back just 1 row, and then I'll pull up a 1. Okay, and let's go again. A 6, nice. All right, so we have a 5 and a 6. Okay, another 1. Okay, another $1 coming up. And another 1. Okay, and let's do one more. And a 2, okay. Oh, that's not a 2. 2's over here. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna pull up one. Oh, this is a nasty looking $1 bill. Gross. All right, so let's see what we put into this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna pull up a 5. So we're putting $11 into this one from Jerry over at One Frugal Introvert today. Let's go ahead and give this a count and see what we have in here so far. I think I'm gonna, do I wanna cash condense this one? You know what? I was able to buy a Christmas gift for my mom it'll be from my mom to one of my kids. So in order to pay me back, she actually gave me a 50. So I don't usually use 50s. So I would like to see if I could maybe put the 50 in here and then I'll take the 5s and 1s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40. No, okay. So let me see if I can do this. So we'll do 20 and then we'll do, how do I want to do this? All right, maybe I don't want to do this in here. All right, so let me just do 25, 35, 45, 50. Okay, we'll do that. So this should be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. We will do that. Because that way I can use it, but I'm like, first and then I'm like, well, it's hard to count 50s sometimes. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, and 82. So we have $182 in here. That is really good. And I was able to count that. Woohoo! That is not bad for not having that much coffee on a Saturday. Technically, I'm filming on a Friday night, but either way, I need more. I need way a lot of coffee. So let's go ahead and take a sip. Okay. So let's go to our next challenge. Oh, I'm so excited to be starting this one. This is the Smile While You Still Have Your Teeth. That is so cute. And this is from Becca Budgets 777. This is a save 35. So let's see, what do we have left? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, $14. Awesome. So let's do maybe 2 of these. All right, that is a 6. And then let's see. Ooh, and that's a 7. Okay, so that literally only leaves us with $1 left over afterwards. So that was pretty cool. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and $13 going into this one. So we are going to put our last dollar in our catch-all back here, and then we will put our paper clip up at the beginning. Our catch-all is from the Honeydew Hive. And I got this in an email sign-up newsletter from them. So we will highlight the $1 one in here. I have no idea what my dog is doing, but there is a lot of commotion going on with her sniffing around on the floor. Okay, so we are going to put our paperclip right up here with the It Happens challenge that we will start on next week. So let's go over to our other binder and we will put the rest of our $150 into our sinking funds. Okay, so we have our reading challenge up first, and I was able to read another book this week. I read the I read the 13th Gift. I read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore last week. I read the 13th Gift. It was my reading club book for this week, and it was cute. It was good. It was based on a true story about a family who the dad had passed away, and they are receiving mysterious gifts at Christmas time on their doorstep while they are trying to navigate Christmas in the grieving period. So I thought it was pretty cute. It was nice. It wasn't like the greatest, but it was a cute, quick read. I'll say that. All right, so the 13th Gift. Now, I am starting another book that my sister recommended called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have not gotten too far into it, but hopefully I'll be able to have that report on that one for you guys next week. So every week when I read a book, I put $5 for every book that I read into my challenge here to hopefully buy myself more books, buy myself a cozy book reading chair or something when I get to 50 books read. So let's go to our Save to Give. And if you guys have been following along with my shorts, you guys will see that we are on Save to Give day 15. And I have been putting the money in here every day in a short video while I have been explaining a little fact about Toys for Tots. And I think it's pretty interesting. So I know a lot of people think Toys for Tots is pretty much just at Christmas. Well, if you guys haven't been watching the shorts, you guys will know that now they also do a literacy program. And they do toy donations during natural disasters to help bring a sense of normalcy to kids when they're affected by a natural disaster. So this is the kind of donation that, yes, it definitely is a Christmas type of thing, but it's an all year round type of thing as well. So it is super, super important to remember that this time of year, not every kid has a parent or a adult in their life that can afford to gift a present, especially in the times that we're having. So gifts like these and donations like these are super duper important. So let's see how much we have all together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So yes, we're at day 15 on our Save to Give. And this is in charity that is close to my heart. I myself have not always been able to be Santa for my oldest son. So there were times when I had loved ones, such as my son's grandma and my mom, my mom being his grandma, step in to be Santa. But not everybody has that either. Not everybody has loved ones that can afford to do that either. So that's why an organization like this means a lot to me, because there are parents that are out there that are just struggling to make ends meet, and buying Christmas gifts for their kids is the last thing on their mind. So an organization like this that can make sure that the kids still have a wonderful Christmas while the parents make sure that there is a roof over the kid's head and food on the table is just absolutely amazing. So Save to Give is super important, and this whole thing was hosted by Chasing Dreams Budgets. Every month there is a new charity. I will have a link down in the description box where you could see every month and the charity and who it's hosted by. If you want to play along with us, the dashboard along with the where to give cover sheet here, and then the creator list here is all from Chasing Dreams Budgets. And then if you want to participate in each of the charities, those are from the creators' budgets or from the creators' channels. So my Save to Give for Toys for Tots is available in my Ko-fi. Next month we have Shriners Children's Hospital. This is from Kimmy's Corner. And then the month after that we have St. Jude Charity Research Hospital, and that is from Save with Judy. So you'll be going to Kimmy's Corner and Save with Judy's channel in order to get their printouts as well. So let's go ahead and save together. Hopefully we could do $1 a day. If you can't, every little bit helps. If you can't do anything whatsoever, then even just sharing information about the charity on social media pages is helpful as well, because maybe somebody that you know is looking for a charity to donate at this time of year too. All right, so let's go to our challenges here. We have our first challenge is, let's see where I left off a paperclip. If I left anyone in there, I did not. Okay, so we're going to start up here. This is the Crackling Fires, Crunchy Leaves, Warm Blankets, Crisp Mornings, Chilly Nights, Hot Chocolate, and Cozy Sweaters from For Dizzy Birds. This is a save 60, so we'll go ahead and do one at the top. And that is a 5, and we'll do one at the bottom, and that is a 6. So we're going to start this challenge off by saving $11. So 5, 10, and 11. I'm going to leave the money out along with the challenge because we'll probably be able to come back to it. Isn't that back of that challenge so cute? Look at that. That is so stinking cute. That is adorable. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our next one, which we are going to be able to finish. This is from Party Planner Papery. And this adorable little rainbow is $25 savings from Party Planner Papery, my friend Letty over there, with the denominations 2 through 6. Okay, so we have the 2 and we have the 5. So we are saving $7 in this one. And let's see if we have the 25. I'm going to put in 5, 6, 7, and we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and $25. That is awesome. We have a completed challenge. I'm going to pull out a 20, and I'm going to get $1 to go into our Ding 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 box. There we go. We have $1 to go into our Ding 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 box at the end of this video, and we have a completed challenge. Let me go ahead and paperclip this together, and we'll add this to our completed savings challenge box. Okay, the next one I want to do is from Happy to Save with Hannah. This is absolutely beautiful. It is a total savings of $45. A lot of times what I'll do is when creators come out with freebies like this, I will print it, laminate it, and sticker it. However, I want to show you guys that you don't always have to do that with these. So I know a lot of people out there that are first getting started in the budgeting community don't have the money to buy printers or laminators or even scratch off stickers, or maybe that they are harder to come by. So I want to show you guys that you could just mark the numbers off instead of creating it like a DIY savings challenge. So we are going to add this one into here. I'm actually, because I have this thing, the zipper on it, it makes it a little bit hard to get in there. So I'm going to fold it like that. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're going to do this one from my friend Lindsay over at Bookish Mama Budgets, and we are doing these at $5 each. So let's go ahead and do this delicious looking pie for $5, okay? That looks so yummy. We are almost at pie season and I love it. All right, now we're gonna do this one from Chaos Budgeting. This is being done as a roll and save. So let me get out my dice tower. However, if I roll a 6, I have to save $10. So any number 1 through 5, I save the face value. If I roll a 6, it's a 10. So let's go ahead and see what we get today. We get a 1, all right, keeping it nice and low there. And a 2, okay, keeping it real nice and low there. Let's do one more. Oh, and there's the 6, okay. So 6, so we're saving $13 in this one. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, there we go. That is super awesome. I'm going to leave that one out just in case we come around to it again. And then we are going to do this challenge from my friend Dina over at Budgeting by Dina US. Now, I am doing this challenge to buy my dad a birthday gift. He is a Marine, well, former Marine, but they say once a Marine, always a Marine. So this on this side saves a total of 110. On this side, it saves a total of 45. So let's go ahead, since we have a good amount of money, I want to finish this side. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, that is an 11. That is a 12, so we're at 23. And that's an 18, wow, okay. All right, so 23 plus 18, because, mathing. So 23 plus 18 equals 41. There we go. All right, $41 going into this one, 20, 40, and 1. Now, let's see if we have the 110. I'm not going to call this a completed savings challenge yet because we still have the back, but I want to make sure that we have the 110 that we're supposed to. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay. So we do have the 110 that we're supposed to. I'm going to put it in those singles and draw out another 5. And then we will get started on the back side, which should save us $45 once we get done with that. And like I said, I'm hoping to be done with this by maybe by Thanksgiving. That way I could see if I could get a Black Friday deal for something for my dad. But we'll see. Anyway, as long as I get it done before mid-January, that's fine. All right, the next one that we're going to do is this one. It is so stinking cute. It is Nuts About Savings from Doodle Dollars. This is adorable. The next one is a plus 10. So we're going to roll our dice and add 10 to that. Let's see what we get. Oh, 6. So we are saving $16. Okay. Do I want to go again? Because the next one is times 6. Yikes. All right, let's go for it. Let's do it. We still got money. Let's do it. 1. Okay, that's not bad. 1 times 6 is 6. So we are going to save a total of $22 into this one. So 21 and 2, which means we only have one more left on there that we'll hit up if we come around to it again. I cannot wait to see what that one saves. It is so cute. I love all the math ones. They're so fun. All right, so now we have this challenge. This is Happy Thanksgiving from Jamie RN Budgets. And we are going to scratch maybe 2 of these. That's a 7. And that's a 7. Let's do one more. And that's a 7. Okay, $21 going into this one. So 20 and 1. All right, there we go. So we are back here. So these shop bonuses are the shop bonuses that I get for placing orders on Etsy. However, I do still have a pretty good amount of money in my, you know what, it is running a little low because I had to take the $15 that I screwed up last week from here. So let's go ahead and do one of these. Let's go ahead and do, I'm going to reach in and grab one. This one is from Christelle over at Divine Savings Co. So thank you so much, Christelle, for this little shop bonus. All right, that is a 4. That is awesome. Okay, so we are going to save 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the way that I do this is once I finish the challenge, I put the money automatically into my IOU fund. I do, however, call this a little completed savings challenge. So I do put this in the completed savings challenge box, and I add $1 to the Ding 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 box. So thank you so much to Chriselle from Divine Savings Co. for that shop bonus and for helping me keep those IOUs away. All right, let's go back up to the beginning and see where we left off. We are right here with this one from 4 Dizzy Birds. So let's go ahead and do, I think we can do another 2. So let's do one up here. Okay, that's a 4. And we'll do one down here. That's an 8. Okay, so we're going to do 12 into this one. So let me see if I can pull out 8. And then I can, nope, why even bother to put in a 20? I don't have any 20s to put in. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Since I know we're not going to make it around to this one again, I am going to count up and see how much we have. With this is out of a total $60, and so far in this one we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 35, and 36. So 36 out of 60, that's really good. We are making great progress on that one. We have, I think, 2 more after this week, Saturdays until Thanksgiving. So we'll be able to finish this up before Thanksgiving for sure. Let's go ahead and we didn't start this one, but it is so stinking cute from Happy to Save with Hannah, a Save $45 one there. That is a beautiful challenge. I love all the colors on that. And then this one is from, oh, you know what? No, we do still have money. Why am I counting like it's the end? Oh my goodness. All right, so 5 and 10, 11, 12, and 13. So let's see. If I do 5 in Lindsay's challenge, I can do this 8 right here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Apparently my brain is not braining today, even though, like I said, it's Friday. I have definitely had enough coffee today, but all right, so I colored in that 8. We're going to get this challenge started with $8. And then we will put the last remaining $5 into this challenge from Lindsay over at Bookish Mama Budgets. And we will mark off another item. Let's go with this winter hat because, believe it or not, you guys, we had snow this week. I don't know if where you guys are, if you had snow, but we had snow. That's kind of a little early for us, but Junior was really happy. He immediately came home and was like, where's my snow pants? I want to go outside. So he went outside and he played in the snow for a little bit. He made a couple little snowmen that were about this big. I'll see if I can post a picture of it if I have one. I don't think I took a picture, but I'll see if my husband has one. So, all right, guys, let's count and see how much we have in this one from Chaos Budgeting. We have 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. And even $40 and 2 more roll-and saves to do next week. All right, so this one from Budgeting by Dina US, we know we have the right amount of the 110. And then this one from Doodle Dollars. Let's see how much we have in here in our math challenge. Nuts about savings. We have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, $48. That is awesome. All right, so we are going to put this in here. And then we are going to count our last one here from Jamie RN Budgets. We added $21 today. And then this one out of a possible $60 has 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. That is so good. All right, we have to put our Ding 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 dollars into the Ding 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 box for our completed savings challenges. But I thank you guys so much for joining me on Saturday for our Sip Sip Save. And you will hear that ding, ding, ding sound right now. There we go. There is $2 more in the Ding, Ding, Ding box. So this box is getting a little bit more full. I think it's going to make it, if I keep shoving it in there, through the month of December. And then in the new year, we're going to have to smash this open and see how much is in there. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one, which is My Money Monday, saving all year long. See you then. Bye-bye.